Becoming a new parent is full of joy, but let's face it, it also comes with a lot of worries. One of the biggest concerns? Wondering if your newborn is getting enough milk. Breastfeeding or bottle feeding, the question is the same. Are they eating enough? Don't worry. Today we'll walk you through 7 clear signs that your little one is getting all the nourishment they need. By the end of this video, you'll feel more confident and ready to enjoy those precious feeding moments. Let's dive in. Number 1, steady weight gain. One of the best indicators is your baby's weight gain. In the first few days, it's normal for newborns to lose up to 10% of their birth weight, but by the second week, they should start gaining it back and continue growing steadily, about 5 to 7 ounces a week in the first few months. Regular pediatric checkups will track this for you, so don't skip those appointments. It's worth mentioning that every baby grows at their own pace. Growth charts are helpful tools, but they're just a guideline. As long as your pediatrician is happy with your baby's progress, you can breathe easy. And remember, weight gain isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about proportional growth in length and head circumference. Number 2, plenty of wet and dirty diapers. Here's a simple rule. Diapers don't lie. By day 5, your newborn should have about 6 or more wet diapers, and at least 3 dirty ones each day. Wet diapers show they're well hydrated, and dirty ones mean they're digesting properly. If you're unsure, check the color and texture of their poop. In the first few days, it'll be dark and sticky. That's meconium. As your milk comes in or they start formula, it transitions to a mustard yellow, seedy texture if breastfeeding or tan, and firmer if formula feeding. Changes are normal, but if you notice anything unusual, like mucus, blood, or an unusual smell, consult your pediatrician right away. Number 3, swallowing sounds during feeding. Pay attention during feeding times. Do you hear gentle swallowing sounds? This is a good sign that milk is flowing and your baby is drinking. Some moms worry about silent feeding, where it's hard to tell if their baby is actually eating. If you're breastfeeding, watch for other signs like rhythmic sucking, slight pauses as they swallow, and relaxed hands. Bottle feeding parents can monitor the milk level in the bottle. If your baby seems frustrated or there's clicking or smacking sounds, it could indicate an issue with latching or the bottle nipple. In these cases, reaching out to a lactation consultant or your pediatrician can make a world of difference. Number 4, your baby seems content after feeding. A well-fed baby is usually a happy baby. After a feeding session, they'll look relaxed, with open palms, unclenched fists, and a calm demeanor. They might even drift off to sleep. But what if they're fussy? Persistent crying after feeds could indicate they're still hungry, dealing with gas, or even experiencing reflux. Burping your baby mid-feed and afterward can help, as can holding them upright for 20 to 30 minutes post-feeding if reflux is suspected. And remember, it's okay to offer another feeding if they still seem hungry. Newborns' needs can vary day by day. Number 5, frequent feeding. Newborns feed often, typically every 2 to 3 hours or about 8 to 12 times a day. If your baby is showing signs of hunger, like rooting, sucking on their hands, or becoming more alert, it's time to feed. Frequent feeding is normal and helps establish a good milk supply for breastfeeding moms. Cluster feeding, where your baby feeds more frequently over a short period, can be exhausting, but is completely normal. It often happens during growth spurts. Think of it as your baby's way of boosting your milk supply to meet their growing needs. Number 6, breastfulness or bottle emptying. For breastfeeding moms, notice how your breasts feel after feeding. Do they feel softer and less full? That's a great sign your baby is drinking well. If one breast still feels full after a feeding, try offering it first during the next session. Alternating breasts ensures both are emptied regularly, which helps maintain milk supply. For bottle-fed babies, check how much milk they're taking per feed. It will vary with age, but finishing their bottle without leaving much behind shows they're getting enough. However, don't force them to finish every time. Babies are good at self-regulating their intake. Number 7, active and alert behavior. A healthy, well-fed baby will be active and alert during their awake periods. They'll have good muscle tone, make eye contact, and respond to your voice. These are signs of overall well-being, indicating they're receiving adequate nutrition. If your baby seems overly lethargic or doesn't wake up easily for feedings, it's a good idea to consult your pediatrician. Remember, every baby has sleepy days, but consistent low energy could signal a problem. Let's address a few common questions. What if my baby spits up frequently? Occasional spit up is normal, but if it's happening after every feed or seems forceful, it's worth discussing with your pediatrician. What about breastfeeding moms who worry about milk supply? Skin-to-skin contact, staying hydrated, and eating a balanced diet can all help boost supply. If you're pumping, make sure to do it regularly to maintain milk flow. There you have it, 7 clear ways to know your newborn is getting enough milk. Remember, every baby is unique, and these signs are general guidelines. When in doubt, don't hesitate to reach out to your pediatrician or lactation consultant. They're there to help. Now, we want to hear from you. Are you a new parent who's been worried about feeding, or do you have tips that helped you? Share your experiences in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell. We've got more tips, advice, and support coming your way to make parenting a little easier and a lot more joyful. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.